Hey guys, my name is Kush, and in this video I wanted to talk about taxes. 2 days ago I did all my taxes, and I thought that it would be interesting to talk and share everything I know about taxes, deductions, tax write-off, everything about it. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a tax accountant, I'm not professional, I don't know everything. All this information that I share is for entertainment purposes only. Just every information you learn here, you ask, you talk with your tax accountant. This is a quick disclaimer. So I did my taxes for 2021, and on 2021 I mostly drove for Uber. I drove regular Uber X with my car, and I did Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, basically food delivery. And as you guys know, these kind of jobs are you work as a independent contractors, not like employee. So all the independent contractors receive Form 1099, and you are basically self-employed. So the good thing about being self-employed is that there are a lot of things that you can write off as a business expense, and this way you pay less in taxes. So let's look at these Google Sheets that I made. So here are my jobs. I did DoorDash, I did a little bit of Lyft in the beginning, then Uber. The LA Way Limo is my Uber Black, the guy who pays me. So as you guys know, I started in the end of December. It was December 24, and that's why overall I made $3,655 from Uber Black. And then Robinhood, like dividends, not a big deal. Then Grubhub. So as you can see, the gross total is $47,942. And here come expenses. On DoorDash doesn't show any expenses, anything that they took for some reason, but Lyft does and Uber also does. There are Lyft and Uber take many expenses. I don't remember what kind of expenses they take, but this is everything that they took. For example, when we look at Uber here, you can see 1099K from what I understand is every time you get paid, just for mileage and for the time that you drove. 1099 NAC is $9,100 is all the tips and special promotions, bonuses, stuff like that. So this overall for Uber was $35,140. And expenses they took was $8,175, and the net was on last year. Everything that I received into my bank account was $26,965. And with Uber, with Lyft, I didn't drive a lot. I just did it in the beginning of the year, and overall $585. And the expenses that they took is $287. Which is crazy, right? And also, there are actually two ways you can deduct or do a tax write-off for your car. You can do it mechanically. It means that every time you change something in your car, every time you did something to your car, every time you fill the gas, stuff like that. And for all of that, you need also proof that all those transactions on your card, or at least receipt, stuff like that. And there's another way which is a lot easier, is to deduct through mileage. And through mileage, all the mileage that you drove during that year, they multiply by 56 cents, and the total of it goes into mile deduction, into everything related to your car. So the online mileages that Uber and Lyft and all the other apps they use is only when you, for example, you pick up someone and you drop off someone. So that direction is the online mileages that they count, but you can and you should deduct all the mileages, because for example, you're going to pick up someone, then drop off, and after that you drive to another person. All those mileages you have to deduct, because this is tax write-off. For example, it happened a lot that, for example, I have a long ride, for example, from LAX to Santa Ana. It's pretty far, so you drive there, but it is very hard to find someone who is going back, so that you drive back, and you drive back with no passenger, because maybe it is night, you have to go to sleep, that's it. So all that mileage should be counted, because this is business. You are doing a business basically, right? So that's why I use the app that calculates all the mileage that I drive, and then I choose which one was for personal use, which one was for the business. And the name of that app is Mile IQ, and that's why all this total that you see here is from that Mile IQ app. Overall, I drove last year 33,200 miles. From that, 31,426 was business miles, and 1,779 was personal. And you see this mileage point 56 is what will be multiplied by this business mileages. And if I remember correctly, so mileage deduction, as you can see, it multiplies C14 with F14. So basically it multiplies this by this, and this is the total that comes up. It's a 17,599. Okay, and this is all expenses that I had. So the green that you see is basically expenses for my YouTube channel. As I make YouTube video, I can write it off as a business expense. You might not have this on green, so don't pay attention on green. And on this I forgot the name of it, let's say black. Okay, black color, this is something that I tried to do on the side that didn't actually work. But a white one, everything related to Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, stuff like that. So we start with car freshener. It was not a lot. All of this I looked into my Amazon buys, then through my emails, all the receipts that I received. Then dash cam plus micro SD 169. This is also a write-off because you are using it for business. Then air compressor for tires, I do it a lot, so this is write-off. Charger and USB, $32 write-off. Dashcam micro SD, this one actually for my Suburban that I drive, that I rent. This is also a business expense because I use it for business purposes only. That's why I have here too. Dashcam micro SD is for my Toyota Camry that I drove last year, and also for Suburban because I did it in the end of December. I rented it in the end of December. Until January I had time, so this is a write-off, 130. Phone mount car wash. You can actually deduct car wash because you have to keep your car clean for business purposes, and you drive the car for business a lot. And then food. This is the important thing. Food. Every time that you go outside, for example, early in the morning, you don't eat at home. You have to you buy something for breakfast, buy something for lunch, buy something for the dinner. All of this, all the food that you buy during your work hours, you should deduct it. And in my case, as I drove a lot and I did also food delivery, stuff like that, so $7,200 was a total of food. Then water and candies. Water that you buy for passengers, candies that you buy for passenger, this is also a business expense. Then Spotify is important. You can write off Spotify because you have to play some music for passengers, even though it is even though if you don't use it in a regular basis, so every single ride you play music, but you do it here and then, you can still use it as a write-off. So it costs $9.99, let's say 10 multiplied by 12, it's $120. Then YouTube Premium was a deduction for me too, because I use YouTube, and YouTube Premium is the YouTube that doesn't have ads. I use it and for a regular Uber, and I use it as a YouTube expenses, because I have a YouTube channel and I watch a lot of YouTube to do business stuff, so this is a write-off for me. Shopify that I paid, so this is like I tried the side business that didn't really work, and Facebook ads also, this is a business write-off because I did it for business purposes. MileIQ, this is the app that I mentioned that tracks all the mileages. So MileIQ is the name of the app, and it charges $6 every month, so overall it's $72. Then vehicle registration renewal, this is also a business write-off. My Toyota Camry renewal is $260. This is write-off. The mileage deduction that we talked about, right? This is a huge one. As you can see, this is the most deduction or tax write-off, $17,600. That's a lot. Then tax accountant. So in 2020, when I did my taxes, I did it with the tax accountant that charges $250. So also this is also tax write-off. Then the big one is insurance for your car. When you own your insurance, as most people do when driving for regular Uber or doing food deliveries, insurance is one of the important parts that you can do a tax write-off. My insurance for Toyota Camry is $268. So multiply everything for 12 months. This is $30,200 that I can deduct. And the other important thing is parking, where you pay and park your car. For example, my building has a parking that I have to pay for parking. So parking is $75 per month, multiplied by 12 is $900. This is another huge tax write-off. And for business, for YouTube expenses, I did my write-off was Gorilla Pad. This is a stand that my camera stands, a Wi-Fi router that I use daily for business. Teleprompter, that is the thing that you can look at the camera, but all the scripts that I use, for example, they come on the screen. Then DaVinci Resolve Studio is the software that I added. And then Wi-Fi payments, this is also a tax write-off because I pay for Wi-Fi in order to have Wi-Fi to upload and download for YouTube purposes. GoPro that I bought and use for like this, for example, right? This is also a business expense. And vidIQ is a software for YouTubers who see additional data that YouTube Analytics doesn't show. So overall, my expenses were $34,493, and this total comes right here, and so easily, so that you can see this expense from Lyft and from Uber, plus expenses, all the expenses that I wrote here, they all of them, summary for all of them is $42,955. So this is all expenses that I write off, and this is a net. And here, as I didn't need any more write-off because I didn't want to go to negative. That's why I didn't add, but I could add the space of my living room space for as a tax write-off, because I sometimes I make YouTube videos over there. That's also a business expense. From what I understand is that payment that you do for rent that you have for an apartment, house, a room, it doesn't count as a tax write-off because your business is not usually your apartment, but you can write off parts of your apartment where you mostly use for shooting videos, for example, as I do. But not every person has a YouTube channel and make YouTube videos, so this green write-off that I have, most people might not have. And I think that's it. I explained everything and I showed everything. There's nothing that I hide. So if you guys have any questions, please leave in the comments below, and I hope that you got value from this. And also, you might need this spreadsheet, Google Sheets, so I will share it on in descriptions. If you want to, for example, put your information here and your information here, everything, and see your deductions, maybe some of these will be also helpful to you. You can, for example, remove this, add this, even though here if you add something additional and you add price, it automatically calculates here and then also adds here, so you will have your net over here. Okay, and that's it. If you guys have any questions, please leave in the comments below, and hopefully see you in the next video. Bye.